That evening, Jace stood in front of his family's mansion once again, feeling the same weight on his shoulders that had driven him to leave all those months ago. But this time it was different. This time, his love for Kai was being used as leverage, a weapon he was forced to surrender. His father was waiting for him in the grand study, his posture stiff and imposing as always. When Jace entered, his gaze was sharp, as if he could see through every doubt and weakness. "I'm glad you've decided to join us again," his father said, his tone colder than usual. "Now it's time for you to make things right." Jace felt like a puppet on a string, his every move dictated by the strings his father pulled. "I've made my choice," Jace said, his voice quiet but resolute. "I'll end things with Kai, but you have to promise me you won't hurt him, or his family." His father's eyes glinted with something cold and calculating. "That depends entirely on your actions, Jace. You will end this relationship. You'll marry the woman we've chosen for you, and you'll be the heir to this family, just as it's meant to be." Jace swallowed hard, trying to ignore the overwhelming sense of defeat that washed over him. He had made his decision, but it wasn't a choice that came without sacrifices. As much as it hurt, he knew he had to protect Kai. "I'll do it," Jace said, his voice barely a whisper. "But only because I have to." Jace left the mansion that evening, his heart heavy with the burden of his promise. He had agreed to return to his family, to abide by their rules, but in the quiet corner of his mind, there was a spark of rebellion, a hope that somehow he could find a way to make things right without losing Kai. Later that night, Jace met Kai at their apartment, his heart breaking with every step. Kai, unaware of the conversation that had just transpired, greeted him with his usual warmth, a warmth that made Jace's resolve falter. "Jace," Kai asked softly, noticing the distant look in Jace's eyes. "What's going on? You look different." Jace swallowed hard, taking a moment to steady his breathing. He couldn't bring himself to tell Kai the truth, at least not yet. Not in a way that would shatter him. Not in a way that would make him feel like everything they had was a lie. "Everything's going to be okay," Jace said, his voice hoarse. "I'll make sure of it. I need you to trust me." Kai nodded, his brow furrowing with concern. "I do trust you, Jace. But what's going on? What did your parents say?" Jace took a deep breath, fighting back the tears that threatened to spill. "I'll tell you, Kai. Promise. But right now, I just need you to trust me. Please." And in that moment, Kai's arms wrapped around Jace, holding him close. "I trust you," he whispered, his voice steady, despite the uncertainty in his eyes. Jace clung to that trust, knowing that the hardest battle was yet to come. But he was determined. Somehow he would find a way to protect Kai, to protect their love, even if it meant facing his family again, this time not as their heir, but as someone who was willing to fight for the one thing that truly mattered.